Welcome to our first shorties. I have no idea how long this video is going to be. It could be 3 minutes or it could be all 15. Who knows? We're going to see where it ends up. But I'm coming to you in all of the imperfect glory with a few thoughts because we are just getting started with the Carolina Collective and it is not perfect. It is not fully assembled. As a matter of fact, if you're here now in the early stages, you're watching me assemble all of the components with Tyler, and we are having our little chat behind the scenes, trying to figure everything out. And some things are messy, and some things are really cool, and some things I'm like, I don't know how it happened, but it seemed to work out, and we are okay with that. So I'd like to take a breath and share some of my experience in being imperfect and taking imperfect action in making business decisions, taking imperfect action in finding inspiration in things that are unexpected, and sometimes just diving into the deep end and not knowing what is going to happen or how it's going to turn out, in hopes of getting feedback from the community that you are serving. So when we talk about imperfection, I kind of feel that that word should be used alongside of authenticity. And if you have followed me or listened to some of the things that I talk about on social media, you know that I am a big pusher of authenticity in business. People today have gotten really smart when they are following the accounts that they prefer on social media. They can sniff out inauthenticity. Yes, they can sniff that out and they will scroll right by. Also, the follower count is not really mattering as much anymore. So the algorithm is now serving people up the content that they prefer, and they don't feel the need to press that follow button when they find something that they like. So people are naturally gravitating towards authentic content. Let's go back to the imperfect part of this. If you are waiting to post something, or if you are waiting to make a business decision, to make an investment, if you're waiting to launch the thing that you want to launch or host that event until it's perfect, then that means that you have some idea in your head about what perfect looks like, which means you have been consuming the content that you think is perfect or is perfectly curated. You've created this concept in your mind of how it should be. And that is the word that I want to avoid here. I don't know what this launch event or this Carolina Collective is exactly going to look like, nor do I know what it should be in order to be effective for you. I know that when I get an idea that feels good, I imperfectly show up to Tyler, and I am imperfectly showing up to our core collective members right now and saying, I have an idea. I got inspiration from this. Here is what it is, and I would love your feedback. I'm going to pause for a second. So, two things are happening here when I ask for feedback. Number one, I'm showing up as authentic and relatable. And number two, I'm asking them to be involved in the creation and the success of this program. So when they are offering me their feedback, they're one, telling me what is important to them, but they're also included and feeling important and feeling valued. And those two things kind of create this perfect little relationship that ultimately will take the group to higher levels, because I'm not relying solely on what's going on in my brain and how I perceive the world around me and what I see to be perfect. If I'm solely relying on that, I'm not going to get very far. I'm going to make mistakes and I'm going to just cause myself a lot of headaches that I don't need. I can remove some of that perfect pressure off myself and open the platform up to input, relieving that pressure, relieving that stress, relieving that anxiety. And then when I do launch the thing, when I do have the event, when I do post the post, I have input and feedback that maybe it will be more well received, and I have got a collective community that's already backing up the idea. So there is comfort in showing up imperfectly in order to derive the right outcome on the back end. It's a work in progress, right? And if you're open to having that conversation and saying, guys, this is a work in progress. This is my idea. What do you think? I need to hear you. I need to know that this is supported, or like thumbs down if you hate it, if this is stupid and I need to put it by the wayside. That's why we have employees. That's why we have a team. That's why we have the community. That's why all of that exists. And being a business owner can be lonely. It can be frustrating. And if you let it settle like that, being lonely, it can be exhausting and it will take you down. And you might, go into this dark place of just a lack of productivity, a lack of motivation. It's hard. It's a hard road. So that's my first thought on being authentic and being willing to be imperfect. And then let's just talk about respect for a second in regards to being imperfect. Let's say you have employees who feel that you are unapproachable. Let's say you have a team who feels like they just don't understand. Let's say you have a community who is afraid to give you feedback, who doesn't feel welcome to giving you feedback. There is a level of respect that is earned when you are transparent and show up authentically. And there is a level of respect that is lost when you have your guard up and you're guarding your resources and you're guarding your knowledge, your expertise, and when you are possessive about the thing that you've built. The thing that you've built is for the community. The thing that you've built is meant to serve. The thing that you've built is meant to provide. And when you are resource guarding, when you're hoarding information, and when you are, it really comes from a scarcity mindset. So when you have that, and when you're holding that so close to your chest, the consumer, your employees, everybody around you will lose respect and regard for your approachability and your communication. So being imperfect, being authentic, showing the hiccups, the bumps, and how many times I'm going to have to push this pause button so I can continue my train of thought. Like, it gets better over time, but feel free to comment, to discuss imperfect action in the discussion board here. I want to hear what you guys have to say and how these little 15-minute shorties can be helpful and motivating for you. What are some things that you feel like I can just brain dump about in my experience? And, as we have speakers that come in that can talk to you about your mentality in the workplace, and being a business owner, like I said before, it can be lonely. So whatever will help you to maintain that mental strength, help you to be the better resource for the community, help you to be a better mentor, a better boss, a better manager, a better owner, a better founder. We want to hear it. Like, we don't have all the ideas sorted out. So we are absolutely open-minded. I'm opening up the platform for you guys to speak up about what you need. So share it with us, share it with Tyler, DM us. We want to hear it. We need it. We need all of the ideas and influence that we can get. So hugs to all of you. Thank you for being here, and hopefully we will chat soon.